Hi everybody, this is Abby with Scrap and Abby, and tonight I wanted to do a quick video just to show you a project I just finished for my daughter's birthday. This is actually going to be a surprise for her. I made her kind of like my version of a smash journal for her, and her favorite colors, as you can tell from the journal, are pink and black, and there's a little hint of green in this album. And most of this is made from recycled items that I've picked up, like some office supplies, like the cover and some of the pages inside are actually a manila envelope. And I was using my tape dispenser to hold the book up. And I have some different office supplies, like some tabs and some clips and things like that. So I'll go ahead and get started and show you. So what I did is I named this journal Kaley's Adventures, and my daughter is starting 7th grade this year, so I wanted to make something for her that she could put some pictures of her friends in from school this year. And on the side I have this little charm. It says "Take time to laugh," and this is tied on with the string that actually comes on the Avery shipping tags. I just inked it with some pink distress ink, and then I have some of the ring binders on the side, and you can see here this is one of the manila file folders I cut down to the size that I wanted the journal to be. And I just kind of have some different colored of twine and some ribbon and some crinkle ribbon, and this is tied on the sides there for just to kind of complete the look a little bit. I think it kind of looks like a little book. It's turned out like a book, and I think that's kind of a neat look. And this here is her name, spelled out of course, Kaley's, and these are some wood letters, a little bit of black bling, and a flower with some more of the crinkle ribbon tucked behind that, and it says Adventures, and this is on a shipping tag. And we'll go ahead and go into the book, and inside here, oops, get this together here, something like that. Okay. So here is the first 2 pages, and this is a place for her to write any kind of notes or have friends sign their name, or she can put a little picture in here and they can do that. And here's this is use some pop dots here to put the word notes up. And this is some vintage ledger paper that I have in here. I have a stamp that says "She Said." This is another little tag I use with the punch from Fiskars. I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head. And then this side here. This way she can tuck some pictures underneath here if she wants to. And I know this is kind of moving like this. This is what I really wanted it to do, is just to kind of be kind of a, you know, kind of a conglomerate of some different tags and embellishments and some labels and things in here for her. And then this is empty bubble, so she can write whatever she'd like to, kind of caption. Some pink and green. There's a little bit of the green that she also likes. And then on the next page, this is actually, sorry for the glare, this is actually a library pocket, and I created a tag, and it pulls out like this, and she can write notes on there or comments. And there's also this little binder clip right here that I use for that. Here's another shipping tag with a butterfly that's hooked on a paper clip, and it says, who would ever think that so much went on in the soul of a young girl?" And that's by Anne Frank. And got some more of the crinkle ribbon on there. Flip it over, another paper clip, "Happiness, Inspired Dream, Friendship, Bliss." And this is a page here where she can put some pictures, and she can tuck them underneath these ribbons. And then I just put a punch, which is on the other side of the page. I'll show you that. It's kind of a border punch. And I made a flower from some crinkle ribbon, and I put a pink bling inside, and then there's some pink twine on the behind the flower there, just to kind of give a little bit of pop of pink. This is another one of those little tags I made where it's just loose like this in the middle. Another the Fiskars border punch. And what I'll do is at the end of the video and on my blog, I'll put a complete list of the supplies that I use, punches and things like that. And then these are just a couple little tags here, so she can write some comments. On this one here, she can tuck another picture, or even 2 if we cropped them down small enough for her. And then flip it over, and then again I have some corrugated cardstock, and then she can put a picture, oops, sorry about that, she can put a picture underneath here. And then there's some more of the twine. And this page is another one for a little bit bigger picture, and again she can slide another photo underneath there if she'd like to. Some pretty ribbon on the side, and then another of the binder clips. And you can see here, this is another one of the, I cut this down, this is another one of the manila file folders. I just cut it down to the size I wanted it to be for this, and you can even see the word Oxford on there. I thought that was just kind of a neat look. And then this is probably one of my favorite pages in the album. This is some more of the corrugated cardstock with some twine right here. And then I have a stamp sentiment of Girls Just Want to Have Fun, another binder clip. And what I did is I stamped and then I embossed it with some black embossing powder, and then I came back through and put some different colors of stickles in here, and I think that's kind of a really pretty look. It's just kind of a nice bright pop of color. Even though, you know, black, pink, and green are really her favorites, I thought it was just kind of fun to have some orange, yellow, and purple in the mix as well. This here is a little tiny file folder. I can't remember who makes this, but what I did on this side is I just put a, this is from Little Yellow Bicycle, that I do know, and some more twine and a little bit of big bling, some cutout sentiments that I inked and put on with some pop dots, so it kind of popped off the page a little bit. And you open this one up, and then inside here I have some old vintage book flowers I cut out, inked, and put together with the sparkly brad. Some flowers, some more bling on this side, and this here is a tag. What I did is I created a tag, a pocket, with some cardstock, says Girl Power, and some more pink bling. And then this is just a craft tag, and she can pull this out and she can write on here if she likes, you know, whatever she wants to do with that. Put a picture even, and she can even tuck little tickets or little notes inside here as well. And then I have this little metal tab here. It says Chillin'. And then down here this says Sweet. This is actually a file folder. Oops, it just popped behind me on there. This is actually a file folder tab. And we'll switch it over here. Kind of moved on me there, but this says Memories, and then Stamp Sentiment of Forever Friends. This is a vintage library checkout pocket that I have. It went with the one I showed you on this page. It's just another one of those. And then this is second to the last page. Here is another layout for she can put another, another spot to put another picture. She can put a couple different small pictures if she'd like to. And this really pretty flower that I have right there. I like that. And then You Make Me Smile is my stamp sentiment. I use that same Fisker's border punch on the edge of this file folder, manila file folder. And then on this side here, really silly, just dotted this underneath here, so it kind of popped off the page. Some more of the crinkle ribbon, and then just some pink ribbon with the black dots. And here's some more of that green in here that she likes. I just kind of inked around the edges on that, and then put a strip of the ribbon. And here you can see the edges again of the back side of that manila folder, and here's a little dip. I just think that's such a fun, unique little kind of look. This is the last page. I have some floral trim, and I just inked it with pink and black inks, distress inks, and then just kind of made it where it blended in with the rest of the album. Here's some more of the corrugated cardstock matted on top of some of the pink, white paper with the pink polka dots, Girl Power for the sentiment. And I tied some kind of hot pink ribbon around it and kind of tied it off this way. And then you can see the top there. This is the back side of the cover, of course. This is the back side of the file folder, and then I'll show you the back. And I ink the back because that's kind of what I do. Even though you won't really see it, I like to make sure everything looks complete on that. And you can see here that this also says Oxford because it's a recycled manila file folder. So this is my one of my presents for my daughter for her birthday, which like I said, is just in a couple weeks. She's turning 13, starting 7th grade, and I just kind of wanted to give her a fun little journal that she could use to put pictures and have friends, you know, sign or put little mementos in of her school year. So this is that. And then if you want to check out my blog, I will have a complete supply list like I mentioned earlier. And I hope you enjoyed the project, and be sure to visit my blog, scrappin-abby at blogspot.com, and come back for another scrappy video. Thanks so much, and have a good night.